After a couple of attempts, you successfully light a lighter and hold it steadily in front of your face to ignite a joint. The room is now permeated with the recognizable woody aroma, and it wafts out of the window with the afternoon breeze. You blink, compose yourself, take a deep inhale, and let the warmth fill your lungs. But what comes next when we look at this from a chemical and biological viewpoint? How does this small green plant affect your body and mind? To start, let's explore the chemical composition of the cannabis plant. Originating from Central and South Asia, cannabis has become a global economic powerhouse, with over 700 different strains in the market, a number that keeps growing. Identifying the strain can be easier in legal dispensaries, but trickier in places where marijuana is illegal. You've likely heard of two well-known active ingredients in cannabis: cannabidiol, CBD, and tetrahydrocannabinol, THC. CBD is often praised for its potential medical benefits, like reducing anxiety and treating conditions such as psychosis, sleep disorders, and muscle spasticity. However, it's not a miracle cure for everything, and claims like curing cancer lack scientific support. CBD is not responsible for the high typically associated with marijuana. The primary component responsible for the high is THC, found in greater quantities in most strains. Smoking weed delivers THC quickly to your bloodstream, causing a rapid onset of its psychoactive effects. Your lungs are efficient at transferring substances into your bloodstream due to the numerous tiny air pockets known as alveoli. Inside your body, THC and CBD bind to various receptors in your brain, affecting areas responsible for anxiety, emotional responses, motor control, sensory information processing, and motor functions. This leads to feelings of calm, heightened imagination, euphoria, and even the famous munchies. However, the experience varies from person to person, influenced by factors like the strain, method of consumption, and individual differences. While marijuana is relatively low risk for occasional use, driving under its influence can be dangerous, as its effects on reflexes and cognition can be significant. Its presence in drug tests can linger for days to months, depending on the testing method. The legalization and perception of marijuana have been influenced by various cultural, historical, and political factors. It's essential to go back to its ancient history, from its first recorded use in China in 2800 BC. Over time, cannabis spread to various cultures and was used for medicinal purposes. In the United States, the cultivation of hemp, a type of cannabis, became essential to early colonial settlements. But the Western perception of marijuana changed in the 19th century. It began to be seen as a dangerous substance and was eventually criminalized. This was part of a broader campaign known as the War on Drugs, initiated by President Nixon in 1971. The approach was strict and punitive, and it still affects drug policy today. Regarding marijuana's potential harms, claims about it rotting the brain, being a gateway drug, or being highly addictive are not entirely straightforward. While it doesn't rot the brain, there is some evidence linking heavy marijuana use to an increased risk of psychosis, particularly in individuals predisposed to psychotic conditions. It can act as a gateway to other substances, but it's not unique in that regard. Trauma and adverse life experiences are more powerful predictors of substance use. As for addiction, most marijuana users experience dependence rather than addiction, which can be overcome with a break. However, chronic, heavy use during adolescence may lead to long-term dependence or addiction in some cases. In summary, marijuana is a complex substance with various effects and potential risks. The perception of its benefits and drawbacks is influenced by a range of factors, making it a subject of ongoing scientific and societal debate. How was your experience with marijuana? Let us know down in the comments.